Systemic problems require systemic solutions. What we've done with this curriculum, we started in ancient Africa because we do not want to support the notion that Black history started with slavery. And so we bring out the richness, the ingenuity, the creativity, the productivity of ancient Africa.
Black History 365, an inclusive account of American history, is the name of a new school curriculum being offered in hard copy format and through digital and interactive platforms.
Our textbook, we're documenting the unique stories and contributions of people of African descent in the United States and how they've contributed to the world.
BH365 CEO Dr. Walter Milton Jr. says it chronicles Black history.
And we start off in ancient Africa, sort of the beginning of time, and then we come all the way up to contemporary history.
In the curriculum, it's just very richly imaged. We talk about hunting, gathering, fishing, and all kinds of very practical things, how civilization began in ancient Africa, and helps to inform even how we conduct ourselves in this present day. And then we bring it all the way through in kind of a gentle timeline.
From the role of African civilizations to the George Floyd incident in Minnesota and pivotal events in between, co-founder Dr. Joel Freeman says the coursework focuses on historic moments that have shaped the climate of our nation today.
Some of the things that have happened is we have the syphilis project, Tuskegee syphilis project, that has caused a lot of mistrust in the African American community. Just the lynchings, Jesse Washington in Texas, half the town came out to see the lynching, and you could look around the crowd and there's probably a minister there. There's a judge, there's a police officer, there's a teacher, there's a business person, and so it just kind of is to me a metaphor for the systemic way that things were happening in our country. There's the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that's definitely the ugly part.
Those involved say it's important to understand the past to create a better future for all.
We want to be very intentional. We want to be intentional in terms of helping young people have the skill sets so that they can really be solutionists.
We want to invite students, educators, and families to become as Walter said, critical thinkers, compassionate listeners, fact-based, respectful communicators, and action-oriented solutionists.
There's a direct correlation with the lack of culturally responsive education and student failure. And we believe that we can really help increase student achievement by giving students an opportunity to have a good, robust, culturally responsive experience. Also, not only helping Black children in particular, but helping all students in general to close some of the knowledge gaps that take place when it comes to Black history.
I think it's important for people to know and understand and really feel as best as possible. For those of us who are Caucasian, we can do the best we can to try to figure out what it's been like to be African American in this country, and then to celebrate some of the gains that have been made over the last centuries. And so that's the way we wanted to fill all of this together in the textbook, to provide something that allows people to discuss the very tough topics.
Yeah, throughout the entire curriculum, we talk about this whole notion of the elephant experience, meaning that those tough topics, those hot, fiery topics that people are not comfortable talking about, but we take those topics head on. And what we're doing here is that we are purposefully developing critical and analytical thinkers, people that are not afraid to go to the heart and soul of the matter and bring about a really good discussion. We are telling a lot of truths that many people have not heard before, and we have unearthed some critical information. One thing that people will find captivating about our textbook is that we have over 3,000 original images that many people have never seen before.
BH365 Media Relations Director Carlene Brown explains the coursework also includes a musical component.
We have a Grammy Award-winning, multi-platinum producer who is a part and an educator himself who is creating music that's a part of this. So we're not just talking about looking at this from a national perspective, but we're also looking at having a local perspective as well, because as we engage students around their local history, they too now are helping us to unearth and inform African American history in a way that we all haven't had the opportunity to do. You know, there's research out here that demonstrates that when you are learning about who you are and you delve into your history, it not only inspires you, but it gives you a sense of purpose about what your academic experience is all about. You can connect to what was so you can understand where you are so that you can know where you're going.
Black History 365 is expected to be adopted by more than a dozen schools, mostly throughout the Dallas area, by this fall. More schools throughout the state and nation are expected to jump on board in the future. Devin Clark, KSAT 12 News.